truth can hurt you, or the truth can change you. What will truth do to you?
I'm here to talk to you about a show that I will be hosting, and it's titled Beautiful Mind. Beautiful Mind is set to benefit our mind, our body, our soul, and our spirit. And the mind is part of us that enables us to think, to reason, to feel, and to remember. How has your day been? Mine has been beautiful with the help of God. You are welcome to your reality radio talk show, Beautiful Mind. This is the show where we say no to stigmas, discriminations, and any judgmental attitudes. Our aim is to spread hope to all men through love. This show is to educate, entertain, and to benefit our souls. It is the show that aims to align our thoughts to the way God proposes it to be. Beautiful Mind says we all must see the way God sees. So you're welcome on board. Why don't you grab yourself a cup of tea, hot chocolate, water, coffee, juice, soup, whatsoever that makes you feel comfortable. Please sit down and come along with us. And if you're on your way driving back from work, please drive with care as you enjoy this show through our radio station, Peace and Joyce Radio. Yes. Remember that you can connect and contribute on this show on 079-603-91983. I'll repeat that. And if you're calling or dialing from outside UK, please put +44 79 603 91983. And you can tweet us at beauty_mind or on my Instagram, Beautiful Mind Online. You can also send us a message on our Facebook page, Beautiful Mind Online. I am so excited about today's topic because it is something that everybody has been talking about. And the topic for today is youth crime and fallen morals, value, analyzing the root cause and the solution. And I have, for the second time in the studios of Peace and Joy radio stations, with me today, Tanaka. Yes. He will be helping us on today's topic. You know, like I always say to you, I like you to feel relaxed and to help us share this video. And I also like my guests to feel relaxed as well, to give you the opportunity to help us share this video. So we will be going on a market trip. Yes, a market trip. So we will be right back. See you shortly. Please help us share this video.
truth can hurt you, or the truth can change you. What will truth do to you?
I'm here to talk to you about a show that I will be hosting, and it's titled Beautiful Mind. Beautiful Mind is set to benefit our mind, our body, the studios of Peace and Joy radio station. If you're just joining us, this is Beautiful Mind, and the music that you've just listened to was by Sinach. I know who I am. If you've been listening on the Peace and Joy radio station, and if you're watching us live, I hope you enjoyed that short video. Please send in your request if you have any music that you want us to play or any advert that you want us to do for you. Please send it in. Yes, Tanaka. Some people are watching us today and they've not met you before. Can you please introduce yourself to my viewers and my listeners?
Hi guys, my name is Tanaka Murambakanda, and this is my second time here.
Yeah. So, what can they know about you?
Well, with me, I'm a man of God. Well, I came from a different life, and I've been changed by the Lord. So this is much about me. I'm still in the process, but I just thank the Lord for what I am and who I am today.
Thank God. I thank God for your life. Yes, the topic that we are discussing today is youth crime and fallen morals values. So today we want to analyze the root cause and the solution. So please come along with us and please help us share this video, because I believe strongly that it's going to liberate some people today. It's going to educate people and it's going to inspire some people, because Tanaka here will be sharing his personal experience about gun crime, about life in prison, about a lot of things that he's done. So please stay tuned. You don't want to miss anything from this show today. Right, to start with, we need to understand who a young adult is.
Yes.
So is a young adult defined by age or maturity, Tanaka?
In our society as we live here, in this society, they mainly define it by age.
By age.
Which is wrong. Because some people are not exactly... Your age doesn't define how mature you are, because your age does not determine what you're exposed to. So you could be a very, very, very young age and could be exposed to a lot of things. And people will look at you and say you are young because of your age, but mentally you could not be. And so there's a bit of a confusion into what they actually look at and say what defines age. Me, I don't say age is what defines your maturity, because depending on your environment and what you're exposed to. So
how do you define an adult?
An adult, I define them with their maturity.
With maturity.
With maturity.
I hope you're okay with Tanaka's definition. I want to hear your views. What do you think? Who is a young adult? Is it by age or by maturity? I really want to hear you. Do you think that it is a good idea to give teenagers freedom of choice? For example, I'll give you an example.
Yes.
What to wear, what to study at the university, what to do, when to sleep, the time to sleep, where to sleep, maybe a sleepovers or choice of friends, time to come in and time to come out, or we should just leave them to make their rules themselves and come in whenever they want.
See, I agree with give them rules, because now this is where it comes into the part where when I was talking before, when you asked me the first question, when I said it depends with the maturity, it's because it depends how you grown up. Have you got both your parents there? Have you got your father and your mother there?
Okay.
But then if you're somebody who's been living in a hostel and you're living in a care system, then you don't have those things.
Wow.
So there's a difference to this side. But if you're living with your parents and you are your parents and the parents have their children in their care, whether as long as they're under 18, let me just say, as long as they're under 21, let me clarify this. As long as they're under 21, they're under your house. They should live by your rules because you have experience.
Wow.
And the thing is, we might think we know when we're teenagers, but we really don't know life.
Wow.
Until it hits us in the face and we're like, okay, mom did warn me about this.
About this.
Yeah. So I think they should live under rules, and they should have a bedtime. They should have what should they wear, what they shouldn't wear. It shouldn't be don't take away their freedom of choice, but then guide them in what they're choosing to say, okay, this is a bad choice, this is a good choice. Not everything that they are choosing is good for them. So that's where you step in.
You know, you said something that I believe the parents listening or watching or that will watch later will be able to pick or ask themselves this question.
Yes.
Do I have a rule in my house? Do I have a rules in my house? A rule whereby my children or my child knows the time to come into the house, knows the time to go out, or knows what to wear. You know, just because you see other boys, you know, doing all this sagging.
Yeah, sagging, yes.
Can you do it? Is it appropriate? Can you do it in my house? Do you have such rules in your home? Please, I really want to hear your views on that. So do you think that some teenagers turn good and some don't, despite the fact that they were brought up in the same and under the same roof by the same parents?
We also got to understand one thing.
What?
You're a parent. You're an individual. I'm a parent. I'm an individual.
Yeah.
My daughter is a person. She's an individual.
Yeah.
So what I say to her is in the house. When she goes outside the house, it's a different... my rules in the house are not what works outside in society.
Wow.
Because now you've got your child mixing with my child. You've got your rules in your house, what you believe is okay because you're the parent. And you've got me who believes, well, so what I'm saying is okay because I'm the parent.
Yeah.
Now they two mix. Me and you don't have the same ideas.
No.
Me and you don't have the same rules. So now they clash. Now, with envy, she might be jealous that she's getting away with certain things. She might be jealous that she gets more things. Now you've got a problem. Because why can I not do what she's doing, but we're the same age? So now you've got conflict.
Wow.
So
wow.
With in terms of rules, it's never going to be straightforward. It's never going to be something that you can solve.
So we should be careful who our children mix or mingle with.
That's the main...
Is that what you're saying,
Yes,
Tanaka?
you should be very careful of what schools your children go to.
Wow.
What kind of friends. Try and know the parents as well of those friends.
Ooh.
Don't let your child go and just be friendly with everybody. And then you're in the car picking them up or whatever it is, and you're asking them, who's that person? They tell you, oh, it's just a friend from school. Okay, now you make it your homework to make sure that you find out who the parents are, what do they believe in, what are they about. Because you could just leave your child to be associated with people who are completely don't have the same morals as you.
Wow.
Then what you're teaching your child becomes blank. Because it's like, Mom, you're telling me one thing, but that's not what's happening outside. Dad, you're telling me this, but that's not what's happening outside.
Wow.
So now she starts making her own mind. Because remember, kids are individuals. They have their own brain. They have to grow and learn. Your only job is to guide them. Because you can't control them forever. You can only guide. You can't even control them when they're young.
No.
Because you know when there's times that they'll be telling you no.
No.
And you're thinking, child.
I'm your mom, yeah.
Yes, so you should understand it from that point of view.
You know what, Tanaka? Viewers and listeners, please, Tanaka here is downloading some information to us parents. And I think it's something that we should, if you can write them down.
Yes.
Or if you can't write, ask yourself that question. Am I doing these things that he's saying? Because he's been there, and that's why he's been able to come up with all these things. It's not just a theory. It's something he knows and he's talking about.
Yes.
He's lived it.
Yes.
Do you know your friend's parents? Your children's parents? Your children's friends' parents? Do you know them? Or do you just drop them and pick them up? You don't even know who they are. You don't know what they do in the house. You don't know the association they keep.
Yes.
You just think my child can hang out with some people and that's it. Which is wrong. We are not condemning people, but we just want us to retrace our steps back, because for all these gangs, there's guns, there's crime going on the street, they need to stop. And sometimes it starts from the home.
Yes.
Right. Tanaka, do you think civilization has taken teenagers or has given teenagers more freedom that they can handle?
Oh, yes.
You didn't even let me finish this.
Oh, yes. I knew you were sorry. I didn't have to let you finish. As soon as you said it, I was like, I had too much freedom.
Wow.
Because of this country.
Oh, my God. Don't, you see, he's bringing it out bit by bit. But don't go there yet.
Okay. I'll just say yes. Teenagers nowadays, the society, well, depending on the olden days, like if you look at your time, I'm 28. Look at my mother's time, she's 60. That's completely... It's like the freedom has evolved.
Wow.
It's like the older, the more years we're getting into technology and everything, because You can stop me from going outside. You can say to your child, you're grounded. In the society we live here, you got to go to work.
I know.
So are you telling me that you told your child to be grounded? She's going to stay in the house. I don't know why you're lying to yourself. It's never going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
The thing that we have to do is communicate. Because the freedom, even if you try, the law is against you. The law is literally against you. Here, the law is against you. If you try and your child could actually get you in trouble to say that my mom is stopping me from having freedom. I'm not allowed to play. I'm not allowed to do this. I'm not allowed to do that. So freedom, the country, the government has given children freedom.
Not freedom.
And the freedom they cannot handle.
Wow.
They can't handle much freedom. They need guidance. That's why they're losing. That's why there's so many gangs. That's why there's so many kids in prison. That's why there's like juveniles killing each other and stuff like that. Because they have too much freedom. Yes, that's what it is. Yes.
Do you believe in what Tanaka just said? Do you think our teenagers these days, they've gotten more freedom than they can handle? I really want to hear your views today, please. And you can give us a call in the studios here on 079 603 91983. I want to hear your views on this. As somebody that was raised both in Africa and in UK, do you think that young adults of today have it too easy, especially in the Western world?
With me, this is my own opinion. I'm not guiding this on anybody else. I'm saying from my experiences and my own opinion. When I was raised in Africa, there was a lot of guidance. There was a lot of boundaries, which were good for me. When I came here, there was a lot of freedom. Now, if you're giving a child, it's just like giving a child too much sweets. They ain't good for them. One way or the other, they're going to get ill. They're going to lose their teeth. They're going to have stomach, and you're the one who's going to be paying. The funny thing is, it's never the child's problem. No. It's always going to be the parent's problem. Because one, you have to dig him out of prison. You have to go visit them in prison. You have to send them money in prison. You have to get them out of the gangs. You have to be having sleepless nights.
Wow.
Everything that you leave your kid to do. They'll come back to you. And this Western side compared to African, this side is worse. Wow. Because the laws are for the children, not for the parents.
Not for the parents.
And it seems like sometimes the child is not even yours. That's how deep it gets. Because the law is so much on protecting the child that even the government can take the child away from you for a form of discipline, for a form of anything, for saying the wrong thing. Even if your child just blames you, even if you're doing it, they'll take the child's word over yours because they say that the child doesn't lie. They can only talk from what they've learned, which you're the parents, so you're teaching them.
Wow.
So that's how deep it goes, yes.
So a lot of this, they boils down to the parents.
Oh, yes. A lot of everything to do with our children is up to our parents. Our children's behaviors, what they do, they copy from us.
Wow.
They do that from us.
So if you have to choose, which one would you prefer for your children?
Yes.
The modern day freedom to do whatsoever they want, or the 19th century system where they have to obey what you say regardless of how they feel?
Now, with that one, I take 50-50 on both sides. Because there's a reason why I say that. Because with the 19th century one, it was more like the child was not allowed to think for themselves. It was wait upon your parents, what they say, and act upon it. Now, I wouldn't want that. I would want a bit of the nowadays where they have a little freedom, but a guided freedom so that they can develop into their own individuals at a very young age so that they become independent.
Wow.
But then if I'm going to be saying, you do this, you do that, I could be sending my child into the wrong path because I'm not correct. I'm a human being. I make mistakes. I could be biased. My opinions could not be what's helping her in school. I could be actually directing her away from her destiny or from her path or from her faith or anything that it could be. So I take 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah, I can't say completely.
What will you take?
No.
What will you take?
No.
I want to hear your views.
Yes.
Do you prefer the olden days in the 19th century where your child just basically have to do whatever you say? Or do you want this civilization where they're free to do whatsoever they want? Tanaka here said he would choose 50-50. And I believe 50-50 is good as well. You know, I always say this. The way I was raised, there's some fantastic things about it. There's some beautiful things about it that I want to be able to raise my child like that. And the way this civilization is as well, there's some beautiful things that I want to be able to take few things from them as well. So it's about balancing. It's about bringing from there and adding from here as well to raise that child up in a proper way. I want to hear from you though. Which one will you prefer, the 19th century or the civilization? A friend sent a child back to Africa because she isn't happy about the influence of the Western culture on them. Do you think this is justified for a parent to send our children back to Africa?
Why are you sending your child to Africa when you're here? Who are you expecting to look after your child in Africa?
They believe it's better to look after them there.
But you're here.
They have family, they have discipline.
Okay. So you've messed up your child completely. Because I'll explain why.
Okay.
You're my mom and you're my dad. Because of my behavior, you sent me to your relatives. Now there's a problem with that.
Where?
With leaving children with relatives.
Okay.
It'll be okay for a little bit. But then there's a chance when your child becomes a burden. They've got their own children.
Yeah.
Your child starts getting treated differently. He starts seeing it. He starts feeling it. Now that child begins to resent you. Because you sent me back because of my failures. But then you have quickly judged me as if you, when you were my age, was perfect.
Wow.
So now I'm living with uncle and auntie who are so strict. They're beating me left, right, and center. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. I was bad. I didn't get this from mom and dad.
But necessarily not.
No,
they don't necessarily have to beat.
No, they don't have to beat you. I'm just giving examples.
This is what I've seen.
Yeah, yes.
Some people will send their children to boarding school instead of living with relatives.
See, now that's still, because if it comes to holiday times, where are the kids going?
They'll come to the family's house.
Thank you. My point is this: if you have your child. I feel, it's my opinion, I'm not saying everybody feels like this, I'm just giving you from what I've experienced and what I have seen, that when you leave your child to go be raised by somebody else, it's like you've given up on them. And that will bite you back, because that child will feel like, okay, so my mom couldn't do the job, so they had to send me to some of their relatives to do their job for them. If you don't see it that way, then fair enough, you don't. Maybe your relatives will raise your child better than you could have.
You could.
So it's a 50-50 thing, but I always feel like the parents of the child always have to have that impact on the child. Show your child that you love them. Show your child that, all right, fine, this is not what's going on. This is not what I'm expecting of you. But let it come from the parent. Let it not come from somebody who could either be good or really bad. And you don't want the child to resent you. Okay,
this is Tanaka's opinion.
That's my opinion.
He's not forcing it on anybody.
My opinion.
But I strongly believe in that as well. I don't believe it's anybody's responsibility to raise your child for you, because the influence they will have on that child might be negative. This is just me saying. Why don't you pray to the maker of that child to get the key, the manual of how to raise that child up? Yeah, I need to read what people have written on Facebook. Kemi Awuni Adeumi said, God bless you. There is nothing that happens outside that doesn't start from the home. Parents should be more sensitive. Thank you very much, Ma, for that.
Thank you.
Very spot on.
Thank you.
Maria Joseph is saying hello as well. Richard is saying, good evening, Sister Adeyinka and brother. God bless you. Thank you very much. God bless you too. Henry Joseph said, this is when the child is already messed up. So we push the burden to someone else. Exactly what we've been saying. I like his first statement. Jai, walk, we'll watch for a while. Yes, exactly. They are not 50 or 50-50 is good. Yes, 50-50 is good. You're right, Henry. We want to hear more of your views on this topic that we are discussing this afternoon. And please give us a call. Let us hear that you are watching us this afternoon or listening to us.
Yes, thank you.
Tanaka, it looks like the most difficult immigrant children were not born in UK. They came into the UK in their teenage year or even before. Why do you think this is so?
Firstly, it was easier to bring a child before they were 18 because the law was beyond the side.
The law, okay.
The law. Immigration law in England, where we are right now. If your child is under 18, they'll most probably get granted what's called a reunion visa.
Okay.
So any child that's under 18, they have the rights under the social care of this country. By law, they have more rights than you.
Wow.
So they can come in. And it was also a good thing to bring a child when they're young and start trying to bring them when they're older, because they don't really know you. When you bring a child when they're 18, they don't know you.
Really?
No, they don't. You're going to clash. You're actually going to clash because your child has grown all the way in Africa. They ain't no different rule. But they've got respect. One thing I love about Africa, they've got respect. No matter what it is, they might be naughty, they might find some other ways, but they still have respect. That's one thing they cannot lose from being brought up in Africa. But then you've also got to remember, like I was saying, you are separated. So your child is going to have some sort of resentment. He's got so many questions that he might not come out of respect and ask you. But you know something that you don't say out loud will always eat you up.
Yeah.
So that will cause problems. Then one day you'll be talking to your child who's older, and then you see them lash out at you or back chat to you. And you're thinking, what's going on? But no, my understanding of why kids come at an early age is because of the law. But parents have different reasons. But what I understood was to rejoin your family because you want your child, because it was hard for you to take him when you came. Yeah. But also that it's easy to bring them when they're younger. To avoid the complications with the law. Yeah.
So what advice do you have for parents planning to move to UK, England with their children?
And these parents are coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
My advice to you first is, where you're living and you're coming to the UK is not bad, but I would advise that you bring your children with you at the same time. Go through the struggles together at the same time. I think if your child sees how deep and how much you fought for them to be there and struggled with them just to provide for them, they'll have that more of a little appreciation than if they think, oh, mum is in England, because what we know of England from outside England, it's money. So mummy ain't struggling. They don't know about the night shifts. They don't know about the sleepless nights. They don't know about anything else that's going on. All they know is there's money. So they think money grows on trees and you just walk around picking up pounds.
You walk on money.
Oh, no, it doesn't work like that. So my advice for somebody who wants to move to England, if it's possible, because this is me saying if it's possible. It wasn't possible for a lot of people, but if it's possible for you to come with your kids at the same time, go through the struggles together and then see the light at the end, then do that. But if it's not, then it is what it is.
Thank you very much. Someone said that we have been talking about these teenagers as if it's their fault. He said that it's never been easy to be a teenager, that they have lots of pressure. They are going through pressures. Is that true?
Firstly, I'll say your child's behavior, aggression, anger, talking back, badness, anything you want to name your child to doing bad is your fault, the parent.
Wow.
Why I say it's your fault?
Why?
A child does not learn when they're older. The arguments you and your partner have when you're young in front of your child, the miscommunications that you have, the bad talking, any bad thing that you do when your child is young, 1, 2, 3, 4, them 4, 5-year-olds, when you're teaching them about the Bible and next minute you're talking this, they learn from you.
Wow.
All bad behavior is learned from a parent. It's not learned from outside.
Wow.
What happens is, because it started in the house, then the other child that they meet has learned bad behavior from that parent. They've come together and they've made their own version of your bad behavior.
Wow.
So that's how it happens.
So who is putting this pressure on them, though?
The thing is, with the pressures on kids, really and truly, it becomes sometimes, I look at it as envy and jealousy of their peers. Because if one of the kids is wearing Jordans and I'm wearing some things, I'll try and find ways to make that. Or if my mom is not going to give it to me, so it's a lot to do with envy, jealousy, and peer pressure. Yes.
So who is responsible for today's moral decay? Is it the parents, the government, or the policies, or the police, or the religion's body?
Oh, that's big. I blame everything. I'm going to be honest. I have to blame everything. Because I can't just say the parents. The parents, you will do your best. Your child will go out in society. Society is corrupted. Then you're fighting a losing battle. Because you're only a parent. You're only doing what you know is right. What you were taught was right. Your values. But then your values are not the same as society. Your values ain't considered in the government. Your values are not considered with everything else. So you seem to be fighting against. You're fighting a losing battle, basically.
Wow.
But then, with the grace of God, if you're a praying parent, leave your child in the hands of God.
We sent this question out before this show, and a lot of people said, "Is the parents' fault?"
Yes, a lot. Yes, they'll say it's a parent's fault, but when I say it's a parent's fault, my part of saying it's a parent's fault, but you also got to understand, a child is an individual. You can't really blame the parents completely. You can't say that it's the parents' fault, because what I'm teaching my child in my house and what my child is learning from school. Now, my rules work in my house.
In the house.
They don't work at school.
No.
Because my child, if I tell my child, well, somebody slaps you, you give him the other cheek, you'll get bullied. That's the honest truth. And the kid's going to be crying with dad, why did you tell me that? Or mum, why did you tell me that? Or if you try to
that's what the Bible says.
That's what the Bible says. But is the society living in the Bible? Is the society, let's be realistic, is the society we're living now biblical? No, it ain't.
No.
Especially in the Western world where we live right now. No, it's completely not. So you see, it is the parents, in terms of do not give up, keep enforcing what you're saying. Don't change your values because of society. That's where the parents are at fault. But also understand that your child is an individual. Your child needs your guidance, not you criticizing them, not you trying to pressurize the Bible. Become a friend with your child. Sit down with them. Be friends. Understand what they're going through. Maybe then you can try and help them out.
Thank you very much. A fan wrote this. He said, I personally believe the young adults of nowadays are immature. They do not think before they act. They have access to so much resources, but lack the willingness to take it for them. Are they really immature?
Yeah.
They are.
Yes, some of them are. I can't judge everybody the same way, but my generation, we have a lot of opportunities, a lot of resources, a lot of information to help us change. The thing is, are we willing to read the information so we can change? Have I really got time to open a book? Or have I got time to go on Facebook? Have I got time to go on WhatsApp? Have I got time to go on Instagram? Have I got time to pause and do selfies and all this stuff and build a reputation amongst my friends? Jewelry, all these other lifestyle, all these social media has become the main thing for our lives. We have loads. We don't even need to, on the same phone, instead of downloading Facebook, instead of spending most of my time, I can download a book. I don't need to go to a library. I can just be at home and be reading on the same gadget that I'm using. But that doesn't come in all mine.
No.
So it tends to, back in the day when people used to read books and get knowledge from books.
You just download it, basically.
Nowadays, it's like, you try and tell a teenager, read. You find some that are really good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Let's praise the ones that are doing good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well done to you. Because you've managed to stay out the stigma and everything that's going on. But those that are just out there, it's the society. It's just become, I don't know, it's like a contagious thing where it's just become all over.
Wow.
It's just social media taking over most things, yes.
Wow. Right. So most adults want to know, Tanaka, because they know you're coming and you're a teenager. Well, no.
Well, not anymore.
Not
but
anymore.
I was there, yeah. But
most adults want to know how to communicate the truth to a teenager because they don't know how. Can you please help us?
Please, listen to me, guys. Please, I am begging you, those who are listening to me, do not hide the truth. Do not try and tell your child to make it sound good so it could be acceptable for them. No. The hardest truth for them to hear is best they hear it at the earliest stage. Because if you lie, you're going to have to carry on lying.
Wow.
Because if you lie to me now, and then you tell me the truth 2 days later, that truth becomes a lie. And what you told me is a lie becomes the truth.
Wow.
Because you're my mom and you're my dad. Why didn't you just tell me the truth in the first place? I'm already disappointed. But you're expecting me not to lie to you. So I'm thinking, well, mom did this to me. And I'm thinking, well, mom lied to me. So why should I tell her the truth?
The truth.
Well, your friends are telling you can go around, or, we can just get your mom to ring my mom. I'll tell my mom. And some parents will actually cover their children. And you're thinking, what's going on? So my main thing is lying. Remove lying out of your house. Whether it's something that they need to know at that age, whether it's something that you think, don't judge your children on their age. Gauge them with their maturity, what they understand.
Wow.
If it's too much, then find a way not to lie, but to hold the truth, but don't tell a lie. Rather not tell them at all, but do not tell a lie.
Thank you.
Do not tell a lie.
Thank you very much. I just want to have say the truth in loving manner.
Yes.
Because sometimes we're thinking, I'm telling you the truth, and the way it's coming across.
Your tone is like, mom, okay.
It's coming across as a lie, as a.
It's like you're forcing it on.
Yeah, you're forcing it. I won't want to take
a
truth like that. So let your truth come up in a loving manner.
Yes.
Right. Gun culture among black teenagers is on the rise, and many have been killed this year, Tanaka.
Oh, yes, I've seen that.
I'm very sure you're aware of this.
I'm aware of that, yeah.
Why do you think a teenager would want to join a gang?
Fine. Now, I can talk from this one now.
Why do you think a teenager will want to join a gang?
I was not raised in a bad family. I was not raised... I didn't want for anything. I just wanted more.
You wanted more?
My problem was the school that I went to, the friends that I associated with. It comes back to the friends. It's the people you associate with. When I got into a gang...
Hold on, don't tell the story yet, because we want people to share this video and help us invite others. Right. I do tell people there are some things you don't want to see on your wall. You don't want to post on your wall. But any of Beautiful Mind show is something that you need to let it be there. Please, wherever Beautiful Mind cannot reach, I believe you out there watching and listening to us will be able to help us get there. Please help us share this video, because from this moment, Tanaka will be sharing his personal experience. He's not coming here to share books, to share knowledge, but he's coming here to share his experience, his real experience, what he's been through in life with us this afternoon. So please help us share this video. A teenager might just pump, on your wall and see the video, or you can share it to a teenager that you know will be able to watch and will be blessed by it. So please help us share this video this afternoon. Right. So why do you think a teenager will want to join the gang?
The main bottom line, before I even get into my own experience. Money. And reputation.
Reputation? What reputation?
Right. Reputation comes from school. In schools and high schools, they have, he's the bad boy, he's the richest, he's got the nicest clothes, he's got nice sneakers, he's got nice this, he gets more girls, he's good at this, he's good at that. So you build a reputation. No matter, even being good at academics, you got some people who like that. For a boy, black boys, as we've mentioned, black gangs, there's also girls, but I'll get to girls in a minute. Black boys, it's money, women, and the fact that everybody's scared, fear.
Fear? Fear of what?
Fear of, oh, he's bad, he'll fight you. Oh, he's in a gang. Oh, don't mess with him. Oh, don't do this. Oh, don't do that. That all builds up on a man's ego.
Wow. I understand all these things that you're saying, and I know they are real issues. But do you think that the church is not doing enough? Because I believe most, if not all, the black people in this community belong to a local church or not. Do you think the church is not doing enough, or what can the church do to help?
Well, what I've noticed is that some of our churches that we go to don't actually help us.
Pardon me?
Some of the churches that we go to don't actually help us.
I wanted to speak that. Say it out loud, please.
Some of the churches that we go to don't actually help us.
How?
Because they're too religious.
Oh my God, but they are supposed to be religious.
Right. How? Is how when I mean some of the churches we go to are too religious. Some of the churches we go to have so many laws. They're judgmental. They worry about pleasing people. They worry about, if you mention, you're in a church, you mentioned my child has been arrested. My child, don't mess with, don't go with that child. Don't go. I don't want my daughter or my son to be near you because your child was this. Now hold on. What does the Bible say? Don't judge.
Don't judge. Don't condemn.
But you're judging me in church. Some people have been kicked out of churches, families, because they made a mistake or they managed to mess up according to the values of the church, which becomes religious. That's not being a believer. That's a believer is not somebody who judges somebody. A believer knows that you will make mistakes. A believer knows that God is in control. So now, if you're going to a church where some churches, I'll talk about my own experience now. I'm not trying to condemn anybody, but I'll go to a church and I hear the pastors, they'll be talking. Oh yeah, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you cannot do this. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Are we not meant to be taught the word of God to help us out of the things that we're not supposed to be doing? Because if you just tell me don't do this, but you're not giving me the formula of how I'm not meant to do it, what's going to help me? Because it's something that we're struggling with. Because the devil ain't going to stop and say, oh, because your pastor said to you, you ain't going to do this, so he's going to be like, all right, I'm going to wait. No. It doesn't work like that.
Work like that.
Yes, we all belong to churches because it's religious.
Wow.
But are we church? Are we believers? Are we walking in faith?
Wow.
Are we actually walking with Jesus in us? Do we know who we are in Christ?
Wow.
That's the kind of things that we need to understand going to church doesn't mean anything if you don't know who you are in Christ.
Wow.
And what authority you have.
You know what? Oluwakemi Ayodeji Chidi Ogalu, she said something. She said, church, face reality, church. You know, and I believe she said it all. We have to face the reality as a church.
Yes.
We are failing.
Yes.
We should stop this judgment, condemning people and stigmatizing people.
Yes.
They need help.
Yes. It's meant to be a place of help.
It's a place of help.
Yes, but some churches, like, people are going there like it's like a fashion show. It's like competition of who's wearing the nicest things, and you're thinking, is that the main reason why we're going to church nowadays?
And Layo Remi Olowu is saying that the church needs to address issues like anger, drugs, gangs, social media, the things that happen in their world. Thank you very much, Layo. She said again that we see mothers raising sons on their own, out with no help, and no one in the church offers to mentor them. I always say this, you don't need a child or a mother to come up to you to say, I need you to look after my child.
No.
Let it be a burden in you to say, I want to mentor this child.
Yes.
Please.
Let me help you.
Please. Thank you very much. And viewers and listeners, please help us share this video, because I believe Tanaka here is not holding back. He's coming. He has come here this afternoon to say it as it is. You know us here on Beautiful Mind. We say it as it is. You know, Tanaka, I don't know, maybe you saw this video, but a video was circulated on social media of recent. And in it, the drug dealer mentioned how he targeted and chose drugs nose among kids on the street.
Oh, yes.
So what can make a child vulnerable to drug dealers, and how can they resist?
Neglect from your parents at home.
Neglect
From your parents at home. Neglect from love. If there's lack of love in your family, if you're in one of them families where for example, I'll use this society that we live in now. I'll just take Manchester, for example. And we look at some of the kids that are out there, some of the kids that are joining gangs. We look at London, all the killings that's going on.
I know.
And it's mainly on the black children. What's happened is there's been some sort of neglect on that child, because that child he did not know drugs. He didn't know guns. You didn't bring your child up and say, oh yeah, there's a bag of weed. You didn't say, oh, there's a bag of... No, you didn't. That kid saw that from somebody else. But what made him go into that environment? What was it that chose him? Now, I'll tell you what happened. School. He went into school. He noticed that it comes back to money, jealous, envy, pride,
fear.
Ego, and then fear.
You set them all.
Oh, fear. Because if this guy...
Why would a teenager be looking for money, to make money at that early age? I don't understand.
Reputation.
Reputation for what?
Oh,
what
he's
reputation?
Bad. He's bad.
He's bad.
It's become so... As much as we're talking now, I'll tell you, being called a bad boy in this day and age, out there in the society, it's actually something good for some people.
Oh
they love it so much that they will go in and out of prison, 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 to the point where you'd be thinking, what's going on? Because of a reputation.
Wow.
For a guy, it's ego.
Oh my God.
If I can have money, you don't even need that money. You ain't paying no rent. You're sleeping in your mom's house.
You're right.
You don't need the money.
You don't need money.
You can't drive.
No.
You're not paying no car insurance.
No.
You're not feeding nobody because your mom feeds you.
What do you need the money for?
Ego. I'm going to spend it on girls. I'm going to buy myself trainers. I'm going to buy myself tracksuits. I'm going to do all these things for me. Now you become selfish. Now you become self-centered. Now you're a troublesome child. Because even your mom can control you then. Because you're in a gang.
Wow.
Don't think your mom knows what you're doing outside. She's worried. She's sleepless every night.
Isn't it?
Because you're out there with a knife. You're out there stabbing somebody. You're out there doing something.
God have mercy. You know, Layo Olowo said anger again. Anger
builds up.
It builds up.
It builds up.
It doesn't have just...
No. Anger doesn't just come up. Anger, some would say it could be from generation. It could be that your father was angry. It could be from this. It could be this.
Anger.
This is what I'm trying to say when I say that problems start from a child when they're young. The critical ages is 3, 4, 5.
3, 4,
if
5.
Mom and dad are constantly always having big arguments, or if in your house your tones are so high to the point where it becomes acceptable to the child, he would turn that high rate into normality,
it's normal.
And then it becomes anger. But then if you're talking to somebody who's quiet, well, that's never, you would understand that it doesn't work the same way. So it comes from parents. It's how you are. Yes.
So what do you think that the parents can do to help them, their children, from getting to these drug dealers?
What I've noticed with the teenagers nowadays, instead of trying to be too much of strict, too much parent, why not just be a friend? Why not have a friendly relationship with your son, with your daughter, where you are friends, you're actually friends, where if you can get your child to come and say, Mom, you know what, I messed up. Right, me and my friends were doing this and this, and we ended up getting these drugs. Now, do not jump on your child as soon as he mentions drugs and you're like, I don't want to see you doing this, you've messed it all up. Be a ear, be somebody where you can come and be comfortable to talk to you and say, this is my problem. This is my issue, this is what I've got into, but I don't feel comfortable, because half of these children in gangs ain't comfortable. It's peer pressure.
Are you a friend to your child?
Yes.
Are you a friend to your children? Are you accessible to them? Can they come back from school and say, Mom, this is what happened. This is what I've done today. Do you have that kind of relationship with your child? We are blaming the government, the school, the society, but have we really checked ourselves? Are we doing enough?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So what do you think are some of the greatest problems facing our teenagers all over the world now?
With me, I'll go back to peer pressure, envy, jealousy.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
I want to hear from you viewers. What do you think are the greatest problems,
envy,
or the challenges?
Jealousy, fitting in, trying to fit in. Fitting in is a big thing for a teenager, because remember, you got all these hormones. You're coming from a child, you're developing into a grown up. You're going through hormones. You're changing. Your body is changing. All these things, they affect you mentally and how you're gonna cope with things.
Yeah.
Your emotions are all over the place. You want to fit in, but sometimes fitting in ain't always the right thing to do. Sometimes you just have to be your own self and be your own individual. But at that age, you don't know that.
No.
You don't know that you can be called a name and not lose anything. You don't have to react to it. You don't have to get angry. You don't have to fight. Like, these are certain things that kids don't understand. It's mainly the problems, I say, is fitting in and peer pressure. It's always peer pressure.
Do you not think that the media, the celebrity as well?
Social media is an influence. Social media, I've heard a lot of people talk about this, and then they say like, oh, it's the media, it's the magazines. It is. But isn't that doing that to adults as well?
Really?
It's doing that to the whole person. It's not just teenagers.
It's not just the teenagers.
No, but then now you've got your society, like you're saying media. Media's got a big part in this. Parents got a big part in this. But fitting in for the individual.
What about mixed feelings, not knowing where they belong?
That's where fitting in comes in.
They're from Africa, and they're trying to be Africa at home, and when they're with their friends, they're trying to be British.
The problem is when you're African and you come over to England, and you're trying to be African in front of your friends who have been here longer, or who are Black British, or who are white British, whichever they are.
Yeah.
The thing is, what you tend to get is they start mocking you. Oh, monkey boy. Oh, you came on a banana boat. Oh, you this, that. You jumped the border. Oh, you crawled into the sea. You're being discriminated already just because you're being true to yourself. So now you forget yourself and fake who you are.
Wow.
Now you start behaving like you're British. Now your mom can't talk to you. Now you've put on a fake person and lost your real self. Or you can be outside, you're somebody else that your mother and father don't see at home, which is happening with most of these gang guys.
Yeah,
there's somebody else outside, but they're completely a different child in the house.
At home,
but you can't, because your child is the same as you see them when they left. Yeah, so to you they're fine.
Wow.
When they're out there, you don't know what's going on.
Like you're saying, pressure, anger, loss of direction, not knowing who they are, and you're saying social media is a big one for them. Thank you very much. Please, I wanted to help us share this video because I believe a lot of teenagers will benefit from this, and not just teenagers, even us adults as well. What we are sharing here today is going to help us to know how to communicate better, how to be friendly, to have a good bond with our family. Please help us share this video, because I believe everybody, even fathers, will be able to be will be able to gain one or two things from this show today. Right, Tanaka, this is the moment where we've all been waiting for. Tell us some of the challenges that you encounter growing up. Right, before we share that, we're going to go on our market trip, because I want to give you the opportunity to help us share this video, because Tanaka here will be sharing his personal experience. So we'll be going to the other side of the adverts now to show some of our products. So we will be right back. Please help us share this video and stay tuned as well, because we will be right back.
Kò ní ìgbà wo gan wọ́n fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ ńlá tí wọ́n fẹ́ kọ́ ọ̀hún.
The Kabiyesi say I should inquire to you when you want to start the building of the factory you want to build there.
Àwògò náà yóò dá fún ọkùnrin lòún ké sí. Ara àwọn àjẹmọ́nu àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tí wọ́n bá ń fi ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀yìn àgbàlagbà báyìí tí wọ́n bá ń fi ṣe ibùgbé olóòlẹ́rí.
Mọ́kànlénírinwó lẹ́yìn ojú mi ojú rírí mi ká òkùnkùn paradà.
Ẹ̀yin tá a fi tó ìyàwó tẹ́ ò lè gbádìí yẹn.
Ta ló fẹ́ yìn mí níbọn lára yín?
Tó o bá pé wọn jáde àwọn gbóná ọmọ àlè mẹ́tàlá.
He just informed our young men to come up in pregnancies at their wedding ceremonies because he considers that as a sign of fruitfulness.
Ó yá yìnbọn ọwọ́ rẹ tó bá yìn wọ́n fi ọwọ́ mi ya inú rẹ dé ìfàsọ́.
Ọgọ.
Wo bí ìgbín bá tẹnu bọ iyọ̀ ó gbọ́dọ̀ ọkọ ènìyàn.
Alágbálúgbú omi làwọn gbóná. Àkọ́bí láàárọ̀ yóò ṣe dojú ìjà.
Agbára Ọlọ́run èmi pàápàá ṣetán láti tẹ̀lé yín lọ sí ìlú yìí.
Welcome back. This is Adeyinka Adewumi, and we are still broadcasting live from the studios of Peace and Joy radio station. I hope you're enjoying us. Yes, that video that you've just seen is titled Akobi Lanroye, a film that will be showing today, and the venue is at the Pathfinder Church, Manchester, at 6 p.m. Yes, I know. It's fully subtitled in English. So please help us support this project and go and see the video after Beautiful Mind, straight away after Beautiful Mind. So please go. Yeah, before we went on that music break, you know, I was asking you, what are the challenges things, or what are some of the challenges things that you encounter as a teenager?
Well, as a teenager, because I came here when I was 13. So I didn't become the same year I turned 18, I spent about 9 months in Africa, and on the 10th month, I was here.
Okay.
I came and I rejoined my mom.
Okay.
So Africa is completely different. You know, your family, big family. My father passed away. I had my mom. My mom was living here, so I was living with my mom's family, my dad's side of the family. Got on the plane, came here. I'm new. I don't know nothing. I'm completely new. I mean, the England I thought I knew, and the England I came to was completely different.
Wow.
I've got into school. I've met a couple of African kids who have been here longest, a couple of Zambian guys, but they live in Longside. So Longside at the time when I came was really a bad area.
Wow.
And he was involved in a lot of gangs.
So it wasn't a very good influence.
It wasn't a very good influence. And my school was in the middle of that place. So it was a good school in the ratings, but where it was pretty bad. So
tell us some of the bad stuff that you did, you know, living in that kind of environment and the new life that you're exposed to.
The first thing that I discovered was me tucking in my shirt and wearing my tie normal and buttoning my blazers was not the coolest thing you can do.
Really?
No, it wasn't. You had to have your tie off, or your tie in your head backwards, or you had to have your shirt out and your pants all the way down to the bottom.
Decent.
And I was like, and I actually got laughed at when I walked in, and people started calling me the fresh guy.
Oh.
So I was called Freshie. Oh, he's fresh from the boat. Oh, he came on a banana boat. Oh, monkey boy. I'm thinking, now I'm standing there, and they insulting me. My English is not bad at all, because in my country, that's the one thing you learn is English.
It's English, yeah.
So I'm listening, but to them, these are insults that are jokes. To me,
you want to fight back.
I want to get out. I want to get out because I don't know what's going on. I've never been welcomed in a school where chairs are being whatever. They're learning. 1 minute they can talk back to their teacher. Like, I'm confused.
Oh my God.
I'm in a completely different new area. I'm out of my depths here. I don't know what's going on. I'm coming out. I'm talking to my older brother. I'm like, did you see what's going on? He goes, we're both speaking our language. Now we're like, nah, this is not right.
This is not right.
To us, everything we've seen the first day is completely wrong.
Wow.
Alright, so I've gone home. Okay. So now I'm thinking I don't fit in. That's the first challenge I felt. First day of school, second day, I don't fit in.
You don't fit in?
That's the first problem I had.
So did you tell your mom to withdraw you from the school?
I didn't say nothing to my mom.
Really?
I didn't say nothing to my mom. I couldn't say anything to my mom. My mom was working. She just brought us off. I can't come and say, Mom, the school you put me in is not right. I can't put more pressure after I already know the struggle she's gone through to get me where I am now. So now I've got feelings for mom. So I'm thinking to myself, well, okay. So that's how they want to play it.
So you want to play it with them as well?
No, to me now I was more angry. But I want a revenge because you just called me monkey boy. You just called me banana boy. You're calling me all these names and I don't know what's going on. Why are you calling me all that? All I did was follow the school rules.
And dress properly.
And dress properly. But because I followed the school rules, now
you're the bad one.
I'm the outcast.
Wow.
So I want to fit in, but at the same time, I want revenge.
So what did you do to fit in?
Well, I went back to school the next day. I thought, I'll hold on to what I know. My tie, everything, because mom's dropping me off at school.
And you have to dress nicely.
And you have to dress nice because you're leaving your mom's house.
Yeah.
All right, then. So I got to school. Next thing, mom's gone. So mom's gone, there's buses. So before you get, make sure mom's gone, mom's driven, yeah. I've walked in, so I've taken the blazer off and I put it in my bag. I didn't take nothing off of my clothes. I kept my tie on. I just kind of just dropped it just a little bit and just unbuttoned the zip. I didn't look too scruffy. For me, it wasn't in my nature. I wasn't comfortable with it. So I've gone into school. Next thing now, they've seen me, how you doing? So this name now was like, no longer Maynard, no longer Tanaka, it was Monkey Boy or Freshie. And that's not my name.
No, that's not
So each
nice.
time I'm hearing this, it's like I'm being disturbed. My feelings, anger. I'm like, I even went to one of the teachers and I was like, they're calling me this. They goes, oh, don't worry, we'll pass over this. I'm
Is
like,
that what the teacher said?
now,
You didn't deal with it.
how could she deal with it? The kids were telling her to F this, F that,
Oh
F this
my
is in
God.
school. So I'm going to a teacher like thinking I'm doing good. Like normally back in Africa,
Yeah,
somebody
you
say that to
report.
you, you report him,
Yeah.
you know they're gonna get a beating, and you actually go and tell them to make sure that he gets a beating so you don't have to do it yourself. So when this happened to me now, and I was like, okay, so I started realizing slowly that wait, I'm out of my depth here. By the time it didn't come across, now I can say it like this. By the time I was really, really depressed, I was bullied. I was being bullied basically the first couple of days because Freshie, they weren't physically fighting because they couldn't, but it was the words. Now words can damage somebody because you don't know what they mean. I don't know this country. I don't know the system. I don't know nothing. Then Amos, a guy from Zambia, comes, don't worry about it, man. He starts being like, yo, don't be saying that to him. Don't be. So now I'm clinging on to Amos. I don't know Amos from anywhere. Amos has kind of saved me because he's helped me out.
Yeah.
Well, my brother's a kind of cool guy. I don't know how he handled this stuff, but he managed to. His friends, they were okay in his year because they were older. I think they were just coming because they were nearly coming out of high school anyway. So with my friends now, it's like it became more of Amos becoming my friend. But I didn't know Amos. I didn't know he had a reputation.
Wow.
I didn't know Amos. Amos came to my rescue.
Is Amos okay for you to mention his name, or you can do without mentioning anybody's name? Just stop.
Oh, no. He's not even here. He's long gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he came and then it was like, it was one of those things where it helped. It helped. So, became best friends now. We're talking, he's from Zambia, I'm from Zimbabwe. We've got similar kind of language in a way. Some of the things that we say, it's the same thing. Fair enough. So, as he became my friend, but I didn't know, so he started teaching me. Oh, let's go play football. Let's go see this. Let's go. The first thing I saw when I came out of the school gardens was that kids were smoking.
In the school premises?
Hiding in the trees, at the back of the trees.
Oh my word.
Now, you see, my experience of school wasn't really that good. My first experience of school, what I first saw.
No.
Now, I'm going home and I'm trying to think, how do I tell my mom that I've just seen kids smoking? The only thing I could tell my mom was like, Mom, why is it kids talk back to their teachers? And mom was like, don't follow them, don't this and that. Okay. It was easy to say it at home. But then when I got into school, it was, do I want to be called Freshie? Do I want that name again? Or do I want to fit in? So now I'm in peer pressure. I want to fit in. I'm having friends now. I'm having some sort of, because I'm doing the bad things, but I'm not smoking at this time. I'm just hanging around the cool guys in the school, which ain't really cool.
Wow.
They're not cool at all. But because they're the ones where you're walking around the school, everybody's like, hi, you're right. Hi, you're right. Oh, yeah, hi. You're no longer Freshie. You're now Maynard. I'm me now. So I'm like, oh, okay. Now this is good.
So you're getting the
So my ego's getting a little boost. I'm in England. I've got respect. Everybody knows my name. I'm popular now. Big mistake. So first challenge for me was fitting in. First challenge was fitting in.
So how did you fit in?
How I ended up fitting in was I ended up following the wrong people.
So what was it that they were doing? That
basically, I didn't know at first that what we did was they would play basketball. They'll go outside school. There's a park, Crowcroft Park, which is just down the road. And they'll go play basketball after that. There'll be girls hanging around. And I wasn't really much... Not that I didn't know about girls or anything like that, but I wasn't really much like... Okay,
you're just 13, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 13. But this is 13 in England, ain't 13 in Africa.
What's the difference?
Oh, no, it ain't. Oh, no, it ain't. Because 13 in England, they know more than... They're doing things. They're doing things that you're standing there and you're thinking, if my mom knew I was doing that, I'll get a beating. So now I'm in the park. I'm with my friends. Now, these friends of mine, they're related to a gang because their brothers are gangsters. This is how I got related into a gang. It's the people that I met. And from meeting them, having their reputation, starting to go to the parks where their brothers would just come and just throw the money. Girls would be all screaming, oh, can you buy us this? Can you buy us this? You're thinking, now I'm jealous and I'm envy. I want to be this guy.
You want to be those guys?
I want to be this guy. I'm thinking, I want to be this guy, but I want to be better than this guy because I know I can be better than him. Okay? So now, I've seen all this is going on. This has gone on nearly a year has gone by. The second year now. This is the second year that I'm here. Well, I learned to drive from back home. My dad taught me how to drive. So, and this was on a farm when I learned to drive. So I came here one time. So mom was gone to work or something, and then they were like, oh, just come on. You said you can drive. Let's see if you can drive. No, because I said I could drive because of my age. Nobody believed me. I'm fresh. I'm from Africa. How can you drive? Who are you to say you can drive? Now you're lying. One of the kids robbed his mom's car to come bring it to school to make me drive the car so that I could prove that I wasn't lying.
Oh my God. How old? 13, 14?
I'm 14 now, and I'm 13 and a half, nearly 14.
Wow.
Okay. So I got in the car, stole it, managed to drive a little bit. Oh, yeah, you can drive. Yeah, you can drive. Wait a minute. I didn't know that it was actually a test. I was being initiated into a gang.
Oh my God.
Because if I could drive, I don't know nothing about the laws, so I'm just going to be driving carelessly. Because I'm driving carelessly, they've got somebody who can deliver their stuff. Does that make sense now?
It does.
So now, I don't know. I'm still thinking I'm doing good because now I fit in.
Oh my God.
I have a little reputation. I've just proved that I'm not a liar because if you found a liar,
so I wanted to take this step by step, so you can be initiated without you knowing.
No, you can be initiated without you knowing.
Oh my God.
You can be initiated without you knowing. You can just be initiated by associates. You don't even know you're in a gang. You're calling them my best friends, my friends. Not knowing that other people are looking at you and thinking, yeah, when we see that guy, we need to beat him because he's hanging around with him. And then you're initiated without you knowing because of your association.
Wow.
That's
wow.
how bad it is.
Wow.
That's how
so
bad it is.
you joined the gang. And what are the things that you had to do?
Oh, well, I had to sell drugs.
Did you physically see it, or was it packaged for you?
I packed it.
You packed it yourself?
I packed it myself. I actually packed
and
it. You were given scales, you're given bags, you're given the amount of drugs that you're meant to pack. You're told the weight that you're meant to do it in. You do the weight, or sometimes they'll just come and they just give you a bag which is already bagged and tell you how much is in that bag, and then you just get rid of it and give them back their money, and then they'll give you what they give you. And sometimes you didn't have to give you anything because you always had money on you.
They don't have to give you anything?
No, they don't have to give you anything because you're constantly buying you. They could just go buy you trainers. They could just go buy you tracksuits. They could just say, yo, let's go. They could just pay you randomly. They could They could not give you cash sometimes. They could pay you things, but then you couldn't take them things home. So you had a friend who had a mum who was also involved in the gang that would keep all our stuff.
Oh, your stuff.
So when we're going out trying to flex or trying to be all shiny, we'll leave home. Mum will go in town. I would walk, get the bus, go town, get from town, come back, go to my friends, get changed there, and then we'll go out.
Oh my God, Tanaka here this afternoon. You can see that he is not talking jargon.
No.
He's talking from experience. Yeah. And I want us parents to be more interested in our children.
This is what I say, they should be friends with their children.
We should be friends with our children. Did you have to see all he had to do? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you know. And you were Christians then?
Oh yes, we'll still go to church on a Sunday.
You still go to church and you still pretend?
It's a law in the house. You have to go to church. That's why I say don't make it a law in your house and force your children. Be friends with them. If you don't go to church in our house, even you yourself would feel wrong because you didn't go to church on Sunday. It wasn't that you wasn't believing. It's just that you didn't understand what was going on at the time. So you're going to church because it becomes a normal thing. Every Sunday, everybody goes to church. So you still go to church. Wow. You go there, you sing, you play the drums, you enjoy church as well. But you still know that after church, you're still thinking, okay, maybe tomorrow I have to do this, or I'm going to meet this person, or I'm going to do that, or you're hiding things away from your parents. So you still carry on with your everyday things so that your parents don't know. But then things slowly escalate out of proportion where you don't even consider your parents no more. You just do what you want. Yeah,
at a point you were filled up with anger and bitterness to the extent that your own mom was scared of you.
Oh, yes.
How can you be scared of your own son? Because of the level of aggression towards her.
Now, this is what happened. My aggression to the point where I could actually fight non-stop. Carry on fighting and fighting until I dropped and I was weak till I couldn't fight no more.
Oh my God.
Because of protection of a gang. Fighting for the gang. We're fighting another gang. So I'm fighting 15, 16 people. There's 15 of us. I'm getting hit with a bottle. I'm getting hit with this. I'm getting hit with everything. It makes you immune. You become a vicious, non-controllable...
Oh my God.
I don't know what to call it, but that makes you so irritable in the little tiniest thing to the point where your mom could just be trying to tell you, don't do this. I make more money than you, so why are you telling me?
Why are you telling me? What?
I make more money than you. Why are you telling me what I can and cannot do?
You said it.
I don't even need to live in your house. And I left.
And you left the house?
I left the house. I didn't even pack no clothes, nothing. I just left.
Because you have your clothes stored up somewhere.
I have more clothes than I have in my own house.
Oh my God.
I have more money on me than my mom has, but she doesn't know that.
How?
Because of drugs. Drugs make more money than somebody goes to work 9 to 5. It's the honest truth. It is how it is, and it's bad. So now,
Joy said, "May God protect our kids."
Yes,
I'm telling you,
yes.
May God protect our kids. You're absolutely right. Please help us to share this video, because what Tanaka is sharing this afternoon is not something money can buy. I'm telling you, please help us share this video, because I believe it's going to help somebody out there today. You know, you went to prison, didn't you?
Yes.
What got you to prison?
There is no way you live a drug-filled life. You live with making money, legal money. Anything illegal, everything will catch up to you. Doesn't matter whether it's drugs, whether it's fraud, whether it's deception, whether it's fake papers, whether it's whatever. Whatever you do, which is illegal, just like if you lie, the truth will always come out. The same thing. You do bad things, the law will catch up with you.
Wow.
So the law caught up with me.
Wow.
And they caught up with me the first time I was driving. But I just told them I don't have a license, blah, blah, blah. They gave me a warning. It did not even register in my head that they arrested me, that I was given a warning, that I'm not even from this country, that it was going to affect me 10 years later. It didn't affect me. It didn't register.
Wow.
You took my car. I'll ring one of my elders.
And they'll bring another?
No. They'll go get the same car you took from me because they're the owner of the car. So they can go with their license, with their insurance papers, take the car out, and I'll just have the car back. Or, okay, so they know that I was driving this car, so I'll get a different car. Or they know that they've got this certain cars. So for the meantime, I'll use the bus.
Wow.
I'll just carry my drugs in the bus.
Oh my God.
Nobody knows because who's gonna search my bag?
Oh God.
It's the life of gangs is so serious, and it starts. We had a kid who was 9 years old. We had a kid who was 9 years old in a gang.
In a gang?
Yes, 9 years old. A 9-year-old kid was in a gang. A 9-year-old.
Oh my God,
I am threatening now. Yes, a 9-year-old. See, when we say gangs, you people look at gangs very lightly. It's not a happy place.
What can a 9-year-old be doing in a gang?
I would say it's more or less a devil's den. That's when the devil's got you. Then if it wasn't for my mother's prayers, I would be dead.
So what was it like being in the prison? I wanted to share all these things so that a teenager that might come across this video will be able to think twice before thinking, going through all this life. What is it like in prison?
Prison is one of the most scariest things first because, one, you got too much testosterone. Two, you're always looking over your shoulder, especially if you're in a gang, because you're mixed now. You're in a rival gang. They're looking after you. They're going to see. So now it's more of a tit for tat. Who's going to stab who first?
Oh, my God.
Who's going to fight who first?
Oh, God.
Are they going to jump me? Am I going to end up in hospital? You'd rather be locked behind your door than come out. Because you don't know who you're going to meet. Now, that was the first time. And then more of your gangs come in, and then you become... So prison was not helpful. It didn't help me.
But you went there first time and you know it didn't help. But you reoffended there a second time.
Because when I was there, I was just getting to that point. When I was there, some of my gang fellas came into prison. So now we became a big gang.
Oh my God.
Now, instead of looking at our punishment, we capitalized on the punishment. So we were like, we run the prison. Instead of, oh, I need to stay away from this. It no longer became, and prisons in England, they're not prisons. Let me just tell you, Western prisons, not Western prisons, English prisons, they are not prisons. You have your TV, you have a PlayStation, you have a DVD player, you have a radio, you have, you can get your own quilt and your own pillow in prison.
Your own, from home?
I can buy from Argos inside.
Really?
I got a catalogue where I can pin out and say, I want this quote, I want this game, I want this, as long as it's allowed, and if they can check it, they can come in. That's what they call prison in England.
Oh my God.
That's
why our children don't care.
No, they don't. I didn't. I'm going to be honest. When I went to prison, when I was scared, I thought I was going to get beat up, but it wasn't. That's what I've met. I met a DVD player, a TV.
Oh my
so what
God.
you guys are watching outside, I'm still watching in prison. So really, truly, I'm just at boarding school. That's what we used to call it. That's what we used to call it. That's the honest truth.
Oh my God. Agape said, gang is a devil's den.
Yes.
When get in, it takes the grace of God.
Oh, yes.
To be pulled out.
Yes.
When may God protect our children. Thank you very much. May God protect our children.
If the parents who are listening, I just want to say something to you. Those kids that you don't know what you're doing, whatever you do, don't stop praying for your child day in and day out. When your child leaves the house, just say a good word. Just say something good. My mom's prayers kept me alive without me even knowing.
Wow. Mommy, if you're watching, thank you very much.
She kept me alive.
Wow.
She'll be, her tears, her crying, my son's in prison, my son, her leaning on God is what got me to where I am. That faithfulness, her protection, because remember, parents, you have a power, you have authority over your children.
Yes.
So if your child is not praying and you're praying, your child is still protected by the Lord for your sake. Because you're being faithful to God. So he will protect your child, regardless of what your child is doing, which is what happened with me.
Parents, please, no matter what they have done, even if they've hurt you, please, still remember them in your prayer. Please. Wow. So you reoffended again and went in.
What happened is when I came out,
prison
was no longer prison for us. Prison was just a stepping stone where, okay, fine, we'll come out, we'll make more money, guaranteed one way or the other, we're going to get caught, so we'll go back again. So we'll take it as a break. We need to come away from the gang life. Because it becomes too stressful outside. So we started using prison as a break. So I'll get drunk, drive a car, crush it, get drunk, fight somebody, when it's too much, because gang life is not easy. It is so much pressure on you, so much pressure on trying to impress, and so much pressure when you're holding someone else's money in your hand who has guns, who can kidnap you and kill you.
Oh my God.
So you're not really living your own life. Your life belongs to that person now.
Oh my God.
But when you started, you didn't know that. You were just getting money. You was buying your trainers. You was buying you...
Children, I hope you can listen to this.
He was buying your stuff because...
Why will you want to believe in such a life?
It's a lie. It's the devil's den, like I said. That life is a lie. There's no happiness in it. It's just stress after stress after. There is no happiness in whatsoever. In selling drugs, in gang culture, in guns, in all this. It's lies. It's just lies.
May God give you the ears to hear.
Amen.
You mentioned in one of your videos that I watched online that you started lying to girls, you know,
yes.
that you love them to fund your addiction when your mom blocked you out.
Yeah.
What was that addiction and why were you lying to girls? And what
it became?
Who are your targets, the girls?
Right, so basically your targets were just girls around you that like me for my reputation, but I didn't like them.
You didn't like them?
I know, I didn't like them. But because of my addiction now, I'm a drug dealer. And then we've been drinking from a young age. Now I'm addicted to alcohol.
Wow.
So now my beginning part of having money has drawn me all the way to the lowest parts of everything. So now I'm addicted to alcohol. So now I'm like, okay, fine. I'm being cuxed out. I'm everything. All right, fine. People are like, oh, come on, man. You're too angry. This is like, you're too angry. You're out of control. You don't care no more. You're relentless. Like we can't control you. So we're gonna have to what? Keep you calm for a little bit. Now the thing is, with addiction with alcohol, you always want alcohol. With addiction with drugs, you always want drugs.
Oh God.
With addiction with anything, you always want everything. So because of that, I started. It's like how it started is the girl came to me and said she'll buy me everything, and then I realized I didn't like it, but she was so willing to buy me so many things, and that became also an addiction. I was like, okay, if I don't have to make money illegally, then I can make money off somebody else. So that's how it became that I started using women.
Wow.
To fund for my habits.
Girls, if you're watching this, I know you think we've been talking about guys all along. Girls do join gang as well. But please be careful. Be mindful of the guys that you hang around with.
Yes, very.
They are looking for the ones that will fall into the trap.
Yes.
Don't be part of the number. Please know yourself.
Yes.
Have confidence in yourself. You are beautiful. The way God has created you.
Yes.
Please, don't let anybody just use you.
Yes.
Please. Right. Obviously, you're a changed man now.
Oh, yes.
Before I ask you this question, I want to ask our audience and the listeners, do you think there's anything that God cannot do or cannot change? I really want you to answer that question. Because Tanaka that we're seeing here, he has said a lot of things that he has passed through, he has done in his life. But I want to ask him this question. Are you a changed man now?
Oh, yes.
How did that change happen?
God.
How did you do it? Don't just say God.
Oh,
you
God,
say people
it's
go
amazing.
to church now and they don't tell them. How did God do it?
He made sure that I lost everything. I lost all my will, every source, every friend, everything that I thought I could do off my own back. Till the point where I came to the point of thinking of suicide. To the point where I was like, I can't live this life no more. It's no longer exciting. It's more of a stress. It's more killing me now. And not knowing that my girlfriend at the time, who's still my partner now, my wife to be.
Ah, bless you. Thank you very much if you watch it.
And it was that she carried on praying with me, and my mom, they carried on praying. See, their prayers helped. But what I didn't know was like, as she carried on praying with me, that's when I met Pastor Raymond.
Oh, bless Pastor Raymond.
That's when I met Pastor Raymond. And he'd been looking for, I'd seen him before, but we hadn't seen him. We spoke about this before. And it's like God could feel he was beginning to answer my mom's prayers and the prayers of my partner. But I didn't know this though. I only know this now because from talking and making one, two, and realizing that, wait, when I got to rock bottom, alcohol takes you away from everyone. Destroys your life, destroys families. Some people say, yeah, I can control it. Yeah, I can drink. Yeah, I can have party. I can have one. Good for you.
Okay, Tanaka, I need to read this out.
Coletta, is it Coletta? I hope I said your name right.
I know who it is.
She said Tanaka is a changed man because I knew him when he was in the gang and always fighting with people. It can only be God. Thank you very much for that. I thought that was a beautiful testimony.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. That's a testimony we want to hear. But Tanaka, how easy was it for you to leave the gang? Because I've heard this, I don't know how far it's true, that when you try to leave the gang, they'll kill you.
Mine was not necessarily that they wanted to kill me. They did. I had to leave Manchester. I left Manchester for 3 years. They wanted to kill me. I had people looking for me with guns, wanted to shoot me.
Wow.
They're called shooters.
Shooters?
Yeah, they're called shooters. They're actually called shooters. In a gang, there's people who are called shooters who specifically go and do a gunshot. They're specifically assigned to say, oh, fine, if we have rivals with gangs, somebody got hurt, we'll go and spray the people's houses. We'll go and shoot the house, basically.
I want to ask you this question. Have you ever killed anybody when you were in gang? Thank God.
No. No. I've never killed nobody. No, I've never killed nobody. I never had to do that because I was more of the drugs person. I was more of the violence, physical, drugs, cars. That's where I was. There's certain people who have... It's not anybody who can be a shooter. It's not everybody who's given a gun.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No. These are just different people. They're just...
Maybe that will be another show.
No, they're just different people, yeah.
Right, do you think your life would have taken a different shape if you had not joined the gang or the bad group when you came to this country?
See, one thing I've learned, and one thing I want to say to a lot of people, don't ever look at your life and regret. Don't ever look at your life and regret, because the path God took you on, there was a reason. It's not for you to say, I should have done this or I could have done that. No. In every bad thing that you did, there was a lesson.
Wow.
Because life is a temporary assignment. People say it's a puzzle, it's a playing cards. No, it's not, but it's a test. So we're only being tested here of how faithful and obedient we can be, regardless of our problems. Because all problems are tests. All gang, prison, it's all tests.
Wow.
Where are you going to lean? Who is your comforter? Where are you going to get help from? Are you going to think of your own will? Or are you going to turn to God and say, Lord, I cannot do this myself, which is what I turned and I did, and this is where I am.
I love that. I love that answer. I must tell you, a lot of people, they've gone through some challenges in their life and they regret their life. Please, he's saying it, and I just want to buttress what he has just said. Please don't live a life of regret. See a purpose in that challenge that you're going through, or challenges that you might be facing in your life. God wants to bring beauty out of that pain that you're going through, out of that thing that you're struggling with now. It might be pornography, it might be addiction, it might be alcohol, whatsoever that you might be going through now. Just believe God that God is going to bring a testimony out of it. Look at the life of Tanaka now. It's not his doing. If he had not gone through or passed through that, he won't be here today sharing this with us. Thank you very much, Marty. Marty said it's good to see the work God is doing in your life. Such a wonderful testimony.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Matty, for that.
God bless you.
Agape said, I give God the glory for your life, darling.
Amen.
Darling brother. Thank you very much, Agape, for that. But Tanaka, it seems the kids and the teenagers of today are lawless and totally out of control. Do you think that it would be better if parents were given more control?
To be honest, to be truthful with you, you can't give a child control. They don't know life. Let's be realistic. Did you know life when you were young? Look, ask yourself, if you were in your kid's position, with what you know now, would you really want your kid to have so much freedom, so much control of their own self? Look at the society now. They have freedom. They have more freedom than the parent has. They have freedom. What are they doing with it? So, no. It's a question where it's like, it's heartbreaking in a way, because if you see your children, you see the kids, you see everything that's going on, and you relate to yourself and you think, okay, fine, if I had so much freedom, no, you can't give somebody who is just growing. They don't know life. And life has got so many tricks that it will play, so no.
Thank you.
No.
So have you ever experienced any stigma since you became a Christian?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, don't tell me it's from church.
Oh, some from church.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, that's human. No, that's human nature. Don't be. Oh, that's human nature.
Really?
Oh, yes.
What was the stigma?
See how long it lasts.
See how long it lasts?
See how long it lasts. He's changed. Okay.
Did somebody actually say that?
See how long it lasts.
Oh my God.
Some people say things that even my pastor and my mom would not even want to tell me that they were saying to them. They were like, we don't want to tell you. Just they were even like thinking maybe it might just tip me over, or it might send me back, or it might, or am I going to attack the person?
Yeah.
Or they were like,
reluctant.
Whoa, if the devil loses grip on you, he ain't gonna. If he can't get hold of you, he's gonna use everybody around you. So it just depends how strong you are with God.
Wow.
There's gonna be times when you're gonna fall back. There's gonna be times when certain behaviors are gonna creep up on you. But then don't feel like you're not gonna fail. In my journey, I've failed and I've dropped, but I've always picked myself up. There's things that I've done I was like, I'll never do again, and I was like, no, this is the test. God has just shown me that this life is where you send me, and this is where I want to live. To the point where now me, myself, without my pastor, without anybody else, me, myself, I've decided I won't go there.
Wow.
So everything is a learning curve. Everything is a test. So yes, I had a lot of stigma for turning to a Christian.
Wow.
Like, is he really turned? Is he really gonna... Some people have seen me at some party. I think it was the last year when I was going through some problems, when I was struggling, because it was easier when I was inside to turn and everything. But when I came out, it was like there was a lot of having to fight with the world, people. Because what happens is God uses people to build you. The devil uses people, same thing, people to destroy you. So now I was being pushed. People that I forgot about, people that I just left, they were just being pushed my way to like, okay, so... But I learned one thing.
Wow.
When I became stronger in God, I became bold in the Word. Then now, with the time that I have of reading, the time that I'm getting acquainted with the Bible, the time I'm getting acquainted with gospel books, the time I'm getting acquainted with just reality books, to understand that you have control of your life. If you tell somebody you're not my friend, you're not my friend. If you want to move yourself from a certain situation, you have the power to do it. Just get it in your head that you are in control of your life. But not everything that you can possibly do on your own. You need God to do it with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you could do something differently, I know you don't regret anything.
Yeah, no. But there's things you could do differently.
Which mistake you have made that you would want to revise, and why?
My mother. Never make my mother scared of me. That was the worst thing that I ever could have done. I don't care about everything else I did, but the fact that my mother was actually scared of me. Now that's the worst thing you can do, because she's my mom. So if I could reverse that and just maybe do everything else and skip my mom and like put a circle around her where she didn't see nothing or anything. That's the main thing I'll do. Yeah,
Mom, I'm happy that you've raised a giant. Please, mothers, I just want to encourage you. You might have been praying for that child and you're thinking you're not seeing the result. Do not give up.
Oh, don't give up.
Don't give up, please.
It could take you 6, 7, 8 years. It took my mom 9 years for her to see answered prayers. So please, hang in there.
Hang in there,
Hang
please.
in there, please. Hang in there.
We've come to the end of today's show. I know we took a bit of time. We're so sorry about that time, but we just have to take everything from Tanaka. Yes, thank you very much for coming. I do really appreciate you. Thank you, viewers and listeners. I do really appreciate you all. Thank you for all your comments. Everything I do really appreciate. But your last word to parent, first to the youth out there, and secondly to the parents, and thirdly the government, fourthly the church.
Wow, I got a lot to be with the doctor today. Firstly to the youth, I'll say to you, don't do anything that you yourself are not comfortable with. Regardless of what it is, regardless of that your friend, do not do anything. Firstly, it's morally wrong because you know something is wrong, but don't just go and do it because your friend said it. Don't fall under pressure. Always trying to be friends with your mom. They might be aggressive, they might be shouting, but it's best to get advice from your parents than for you to go find it somewhere else and get the wrong advice. That's the first thing I'll say to the youth. What was the second person?
To the parents now.
Now, parents, please, be best friends with your children. Don't quickly have the mentality of you when you were growing up. Forget about your society. Forget about your time. Forget about the time you grew up. Try and understand the time they're growing up in and try and have the relationship where you're more of a friend. Also a parent. I'm not saying lose your value or your morals as a parent, but I'm saying be a best friend with your child. Let your child run to you and say, you know what, Mom? I like this guy. You know what, Dad? I like this girl. Let them come to you and see you like... Let them talk to you in everything in their daily lives, even their peer pressures. Oh, I did this and I did that. So be the best friend to your children and always pray for them.
The government,
you need to change your laws. I ain't even going to be playing with you. You need to change your laws. I think you need to give back the law you have of this children having more freedom at a young age. I think you need to reverse and go back and change all these social things. But then the government is also run by the government of the country, is under the devil. So parents, join me please, let's pray for our government so that we can have somebody there who's holy. Somebody there who's got God's anointing on it.
You said something that really touches me. The government of this world is being influenced by one government that we all know. The devil.
Oh, but let's not deny it. It's the truth.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why we need to pray for them. We really need to pray for our government. And lastly, the church.
Church. Oh, wow. Church. I think let's go back to the Bible and actually understand what Jesus did, what church means, and what is church. What is church? Because I don't think a lot of people who go to church know what church is. Because you're going to church, but I hope my pastor is watching this because I got this from him. Church ain't around us. It's you.
You're right. You are the church.
It's you.
You are the church.
So if you're going to church and you're thinking that the pastor's going to give you something, you're thinking, let me tell you something. You are the church. You're taking yourself to church. You are church and you're going to church. But besides all of that, let's be honest. Let's not be judgmental. We all fall short of the glory of the Lord. The Bible tells us this. So who are you to judge? As if like everything you were given is yours. Tells us the same thing. Everything belongs to God. Nothing in not my watch, not my clothes. Yeah, here now they belong to me, but how did I get them? Was it not by the grace and the love of God? So let's be what the Bible says we ought to be, not what we think we should be. Let's know the truth. That's what I'll say to the church.
Thank you, Tanaka.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I don't think I can thank you enough.
No, thank you.
I hope
Thank you
when
for
we
having me.
invite you next time, you'll come and bless us again.
I will do anytime. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for staying tuned this afternoon. I know it's a long time. Staying and watching for 1.5 hours is a long time. And you giving us 1.5 hours of your time every week is a blessing. And I do really appreciate it. I'm not taking it for granted at all. Thank you very much. I hope you've been able to pick one or two things even on this segment today. Please love your children, show them love, be their friend. And you know, I always say this, I'll say it again, it takes two people to bring the child or a child into a world, but it takes the whole community to raise that child.
Amen.
Be that child guardian, your own as a uncle, auntie, sister, neighbor, church member, government, church, school. We should all come together to raise a child, a godly child, a child that we can present in the future, a child that will be our future. Please let us come together to raise these children so that we can have a better tomorrow. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Until next week, when I will be bringing another informative and educative topic your way. I remain your host, Adeyinka Adeomi. I have an advert showing up after this show, so please stay tuned to watch it. Yes, modern-day slavery is something that we are preparing for Manchester from the 2nd of May to the 5th of May. So be part of it. Please come around and let us support. Let us say no to Omodo. You're going to know the meaning of Omodo. If you don't know, watch this space. Bye for now. I want to say thank you to Someone Production, AY, the ambassador, for putting all this together. Thank you very much. Until next week. Bye for now.
We are a chosen generation.